Some success stories rise quietly, without noise, without celebration. They begin in ordinary homes, in hallways and classrooms where dreams whisper louder than reality. This is the story of Jayshree Ullal, now named by the Hurun India Rich List 2025 as the richest Indian origin CEO in the world, with a net worth of 50,170 crore rupees. A woman who has not merely broken a glass ceiling, but built a whole new roof for others to stand on. But this isn't just a story about one woman. It is a story for anyone, man or woman, who has dared to dream. Jayashree's journey did not begin with wealth, connections or privilege. She was born on 27 March 1961 in London and moved to India at the age of 5. Her father, a physicist, worked with India's Ministry of Education and would contribute to building what later became India's pride, the IITs. In a home surrounded by ideas, intellect, and ambition, young Jayshree learned something deeper: success is not given, it is earned. She attended the convent of Jesus and Mary in New Delhi, then migrated again, this time across oceans to San Francisco. She was a teenager in a foreign land, learning to fit in, yet fighting silently to stand out. A young girl with Indian roots, in a world where few expected a woman, especially one of color, to one day lead a billion-dollar empire. She studied electrical and electronics engineering, followed by a master's in engineering management. But degrees were not her identity, choice was. She chose to enter technology when the industry barely welcomed women. She chose to stay when people doubted her. She chose to lead when no one else believed she was ready. Her early roles at AMD and Fairchild Semiconductor were not glamorous. They were full of challenges. Every door she pushed open, she left just a little wider, so the next person, irrespective of gender, could walk in more confidently. Her ascent accelerated at Crescendo Communications, a company later acquired by Cisco. There, she helped grow Cisco's switching division from a fledgling vertical into a global powerhouse. She had reached a throne most would cling to. But true leaders do not cling, they create. In 2008, she joined a tiny startup, Arista Networks. A company that wasn't even an office, just a room in the basement of a law firm. No grand welcome. No funding storm. Only disbelief from others, and belief within herself. 17 years later, Arista is worth billions, reporting $7 billion in revenue in 2024. It powers data centers, AI environments, campuses, the digital world. Jayshree owns nearly 3% of the company, part of which she has set aside for her children, niece and nephew. Because empowerment, in her view, is not only what you build, but what you leave behind for others. Today, headlines scream her net worth. But what is truly worth remembering is this. A young girl from New Delhi proved that brilliance has no gender. A daughter of India showed the world that leadership has no boundaries. A professional, not a celebrity, became an icon because her work spoke louder than any award. For women, her journey is validation that ambition is not arrogance and leadership is not masculine, it belongs to those who earn it. For men, her story is a reminder that strength is not diminished by equality. That when every seat at the table is occupied by deserving talent, society becomes richer, faster, stronger. For all of us, students, dreamers, hustlers, parents, teachers, this is a message. Your beginnings do not define your altitude. Your circumstances do not choose your future, your decisions do. Jayshree Ullal did not just rise, she lifted the idea of rising. Her story is not meant to be admired from a distance. It is meant to be walked toward, one decision, one risk, one courageous step at a time. A story for every dreamer, from Jayshree Ullal to all of us.